Hey everyone, today we're gonna do a top 5 of my favorite rare but affordable tropical houseplants. Okay, first up is the Painted Lady Philodendron. Now this plant has come down a lot in price and it's my favorite of the rare Aroids right now. And I say rare kind of sparingly because it's about $30 to $50 per cutting around there. Again, this is in late 2021. I love it most because of the pattern on the leaf. It has this beautiful like marbling, almost like a pastel painted across it, almost like a calathea, and it grows super fast and it's very easy to take care of. It does well in leca, and you can see I took a cutting maybe a month ago and it's already growing a couple new shoots. So I'm a big fan of the Philodendron Painted Lady. It's affordable, but it still is rare. And it's just really great to look at. And I think that's what you should be looking for when you're looking for a plant, not just how hyped or hot it is, but how much you actually like the plant. And I just love this plant, even though it's not $1,000 per cutting. Really easy to grow. I think this is another cutting we took of this mother plant. So great plant overall. Now this is a recent favorite of mine. It's not super affordable, but it is about $100 per cutting, I'd say, somewhere around there. It is the Florida Ghost Philodendron. And you can see just, how stunning this plant is. The leaves, when they come out, start as this bright white, continue into a cream, and then slowly become like a flecked mint. And it has a bit of texture along the stem. It's not a fuzzy stem, but it does have some texture. It grows relatively fast, seems resilient. Again, more on the rare side, more rare, but that comes with a little less affordability, and that's going to be your scale. Obviously, when something becomes common, it becomes cheap. But this is a nice happy medium right now. Just a gorgeous, semi-affordable, rare Aroid. Next up is the standleyana Monstera. This is the Albo variety, and you're not seeing a lot of the cream half mooning variegation. I believe it will come back. It's quite a stable variegation, but I'm a big fan of this plant because it grows fast. Again, it's coming down in price. That's kind of a theme here. I think that's a great place to buy plants like over the hype cycle. Plants usually start out kind of boring and slow, and then they get super overhyped, and then they come back down to kind of reality. And now kind of again with a lot of these $30 to $50 to $70 per plant, reasonable, beautiful, just can't really go wrong with a standleyana Albo. I think the Aroids are going for a little bit more, but really easy to propagate, grows super fast, vines up very well, and shows a variety of variegation. I've had this plant go completely Albo and everything in between this like kind of Thai constellation flecking. There's kind of the Thai constellation flecking I was talking about. But again, a big fan of this plant. We've had it for years and it's just a happy, easygoing plant. Okay, number 4 on the list of affordable but rare houseplants is indeed the Pink Princess Philodendron. This plant has gone through its crazy hype cycles and it's coming back down to reality, and it's kind of right around $100 per 4-inch pot, I would say. And as you can see, it is just a gorgeous plant. I'm a big fan of the Pink Princess. I think she deserves some of her hype. She has a pretty stable variegation as long as you cut back the unvariegated parts of the plant. And I think she'll stick around for some time because she is gorgeous. And she's kind of right in that happy medium of still very rare, but affordable and reasonable to get a cutting or a starter plant of. Or you can get a bigger plant like this maybe for a couple $100. And number 5 on our list is going to be the Syngoniums. And I'm holding a Syngonium Albo and a Syngonium Pink Splash. Now, my wife Monica hates Syngoniums. She claims they don't sell. I think they grow really fast, they root really fast, and they're just really pretty. I'm a fan of this Albo Syngonium. It can be hard to keep the variegation, but it's just really pretty. And again, you can get these for, I don't know, between $30 and $100. It really depends. I'm just a big fan of the coloring and the speed at which this plant grows and propagates. Same with the Pink Splash. She's a lot smaller, but again, kind of between $30 and $70 for something like this. I think the Syngoniums have an ability to be propagated a lot faster, so their curve goes a lot quicker. So they might get really hyped up and then they're produced a lot and the price will then fall. But nonetheless, a great plant to grow, have around, propagate for yourself, give cuttings to friends, things like that. The Syngoniums round out the top 5. Now, I understand that a lot of these plants are still expensive for houseplants, but that means they're not yet produced at large scale, and that means that price is gonna still be a little higher. Once supply comes in, it's gonna bring that price down. But until then, if you really want these plants, you can find them all across the internet and through different groups and websites. So check out some of these plants if you want to have an easy to grow. Most of these plants, all these plants are easy to grow, fast to grow, and easy to propagate, I would say, for the most part. That's why I put them on this list. Thanks you guys so much for checking out this week's video. If you do want to come back for more videos each Saturday, please click subscribe down below. And if you did enjoy the video, click the thumbs up. It does help us out with the YouTube algorithm and all of that stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Saturday.